That was Louise Stoddard speaking to the men behind Fromentier watches in Amsterdam. Now, Amsterdam may be a pretender to the horological crown, but when push comes to shove, there's one national brand that's in a time zone all of its own. That's Switzerland. Zurich's Bahnhofstrasse is a watch lover's paradise where luxury Swiss brands show off their latest creations in white-gloved boutiques. But while the big names assemble their timepieces in workshops hidden from the public gaze, Maurice de Mauriac makes and sells models in the same studio just around the corner from Zurich's famous high street. Maurice de Mauriac owner Daniel Dreifuss, a one-time investment banker turned horologist, sat down with Monocle correspondent Ivan Carvalho to talk about the challenges of running a start-up watch brand in the super-competitive Swiss market.
So I just wanted to start by having you tell us how you got started from your previous job to becoming a watchmaker who makes watches in downtown Zurich.
It was 24 years ago. By coincidence, a friend of mine asked me if I'm interested to market a watch from Asia, a water watch, and I always wanted to try something. And this watch arrived. We showed it to the TV. This watch worked on digital, no battery, with water or beer or milk. And the TV showed it at the main news as a phenomenon. And this watch was demanded, and a guy from Geneva called me and saw the promotion, and he had the license for all Europe, so he asked me if we can work together. And we did, we started it. He had also a license for Jordi, for the brand Jordi, and also promotion watches. I was in banking, but it was 87, the big crisis, and I lost a lot of money in New York in the banking, and I wanted to do something my own way, to trust myself and not other people. These people from Geneva went bankrupt, and I had orders for promotion watches. I had to start to produce these watches because the people gave me money to produce the watches. So I started my own. I couldn't believe it, and I worked day and night to find the suppliers and to deliver on time. And then I found out that this business is a very interesting business. I can realize my tastes. I have a lot of taste, and I can be like Paul Smith of watches. And I felt that this is the last resort. You can do it customized what you want in Switzerland. The suppliers are here, and you can develop your own brand. And I always knew I will have one day my own brand.
What was it like in the beginning when you were just getting started?
Can you imagine? You start, my French was not good, and everything is in French. If you don't speak French in watches, you are dead. You can only work with IWC. They speak Swiss German, but the rest is all French. It's French dominated. Today I say French is my mother tongue, my artificial mother tongue. I have 3 children, and it's a rule at home. I come home and my children are watching sport not in French. I make a big punishment. Important is my 3 children speak well French, because this is our company name is French, so we have to speak very well French.
Tell me about how you came up with the name Maurice de Mauriac for your brand.
It was 97, 10 years after I started almost, and the promotion watches, they went the volume lower, the prices lower, and I knew I want to realize my own ideas of watches, and I went to the graves of the cemeteries, and I called my wife, what do you like? Do you like Dubois? You like Dubuis? And my wife said, leave the dead in peace. We will find another name then on the graves. But it was a good idea. And Maurice is a very nice pre-name. Mauriac is a city in France, and also the Nobel Prize. François Mauriac got the Nobel Prize in 1952. And this name is very symmetric, so it's also a symmetric of vocals. So it has a lot of Kabbalistic idea in this name, and I liked it very much. But we were called Maurice de Mauriac Swiss because we wanted to open one day an office in Geneva. But one day a client was coming 3 years ago and he said, Dreifuss, if the watch says not Zurich on the dial, I will not buy this watch. Your watch must be Zurich. And this day I knew I have to start my company with Zurich. And since then our watches all are labeled Maurice de Mauriac Zurich.
And you think that helps?
Enormous. I don't do things, they help. It must be true. I'm very good in marketing, but I don't like the marketing is better than the product. And Zurich, first of all, I am in Zurich. First of all, we assemble in Zurich, we sit in Zurich, we develop in Zurich. So this is normally we call Zurich, but Zurich is a very, very good help.
That was Ivan Cavallo reporting on Maurice de Mauriac watchmakers in Zurich.